Hello, Pisces. I was a little premature on turning the camera on. I didn't have the right angle yet. You might hear a lot of planes going by. I apologize. I have to do these readings in front of my window or I just get too darn tootin' hot. I had to get really high for this reading. I don't know why. You know what's funny? They say getting high. They say it's getting high, but really, it's grounding. I get overwhelmingly grounded when I smoke weed, which is amazing because I'm an air sign and I tend to just float away. Okay. I was specifically doing these cards. I was singing this part of a song. It's a Yellow Wolf song. I always say yellow. It's not. It's yella. I say Yellow Wolf like he's a yellow wolf because he probably is. I was singing this part of this song just before the reading. Till It's Gone. And it was just because you got yourself in some jam doesn't mean I have to come deal with it. Handle your own when you become a man, and become a man when you handle your own. So, Pisces, there could be somebody coming to your door asking for help and expecting you to do something, and you're like, I didn't do that to you. Why the heck do I have to come and help you? I didn't do that. You're coming to the wrong wolf. Sometimes I wish I could make this up. I mean, I don't wish I could make it up because then people would think that I was a fraud, and I am not a fraud. I am very much an intuitive reader. So much so, we're talking about a call. Love call. But it landed in limbo. So it's like somebody expressing something. They have a message for you. They're letting you know something. Passion in limbo and photograph. So it's almost like somebody calls you in a panic and you're like, I don't really think I want to go and do this. This doesn't seem right. So passion in limbo, it's like passion, like each other equally. I don't think you like this person. So this photograph, it's almost like you don't know if you miss them. You're like, I don't want to go down this road again. It's almost like maybe this person calls you every time they get into a jam. Every time something happens and you're just like, okay, you have to stop calling me. Like, I'm not your only person. And actually, this is kind of along the same lines, but not really. Like when my sister goes out, she works, right? Or she's just out or whatever. And if something happens, she always calls me because I'm the only person around. And if it has something to do with her vehicle, I started telling her not to call me. I was like, we have a very close mechanic. Actually, we have a couple of really close mechanics. And I started just telling her to call them. I was like, honestly, man, like, you can't call me because I can't help you. Like, I can't just go out there and save her, right? Especially if I'm working, especially if something's happening and I'm like, fuck, like, I can't just leave, right? Like if she was my kid, totally different. If she was hurt, then yeah, I would leave anywhere. But it's like, it's almost along the lines of that. Like it's almost like, ooh, engagement ring on the bottom. Yeah, this is definitely some type of partnership, okay? And it's twin flames in reverse because the two of you, you're not good together, okay? Whether or not this is a friendship, whether or not this is somebody that's just, I kind of heard they have overused their resources. So they have, runner in reverse with lightning in reverse. And the thing is that this isn't going to shock you. When this person who runs away from you all the time, but yet as soon as they're in a panic, they call you. And you're like, well, what am I supposed to do about it? I'm not there. I'm not like somebody's not around somebody. That's what I'm picking up on. There's like distance, right? Whoa. I just landed on my hand. Ooh, separation in reverse. This person doesn't want to separate from you. That's what it is. They don't want to separate from you. They run from you, and then they call you up as soon as something happens. And it's shocking to them because they can't absorb anything, right? It's like this person has some type of trauma. They have some type of PTSD, and they're used to just everybody else solving their problems. Oh, look at that. It's sitting right on the bottom, self-indulgent. Like, this person's very self-indulgent. Like, they just expect people to stop and drop for them all the time. And when it doesn't happen, they freak out because they're like, this is a partnership. You're supposed to be helping me. But, like, there's a give and take to help. Like, if you want help, you better fucking give it, right? It's like somebody doesn't want to get over this. They don't want to get over the resource that you are to them. Yeah, not enough and seduction. So this person, they seduce you. They seduce you. As soon as they need your help again, in they come. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I know that I use you, but it's only because I trust you and you're the one that helps me and we've got this great partnership and blah, blah, blah. You know this one guy that I was friends with for a long time? He always said he respected our friendship so much that he never wanted to take it for granted. He said he didn't want to date me because our friendship was too fragile for him to sacrifice. I knew this guy for like fucking 20 years. I was like, okay, like, honestly, just say it's because you want to be with somebody else. Like, stop saying how much our friendship means to you. It doesn't mean jack fucking shit to you, or we wouldn't just be friends, right? You wouldn't act like that towards somebody. And like, I let it go for a while because, you know, he was, I mean, I'm going to be really shallow at this point, an extremely good looking guy. So I let it go. I kind of just let him be whatever he wanted to be. And he just took advantage of that all the time. And I knew it. I knew there was a subtlety that was true with what he was saying about our friendship, because we did have quite a bond. Like, our telepathy between one another was really strong. And when your telepathy is really strong and you're reading each other's minds, it's really fucking hard to walk away from something like that, right? But when he always had a girlfriend, and then he bitched about her and always wanted to sleep with me, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like, but I didn't care. You want to have a girlfriend on the side, fucking go right ahead. Like, we're friends. Like, whatever people do in relationships is their own business, but I won't cross the line with somebody who's married. That type of commitment I won't do. But if somebody's just dating somebody, then why is that any of my concern? They might be a great person. That's none of my concern. Okay, everybody's trying to get theirs. And that's the thing, is it's a cutthroat kind of environment. It's a cutthroat world. If you're not ready to fight for something, then what are you doing? Right? But it's like this person, it's almost like this person comes back around. They don't fight for you. They don't do anything for you. They say they're doing it all for themselves. And now I get this, this girl who like lived around me for a really long time. I actually like kind of grew up around her. Fifi Dobson, okay? And she would play at like the Oshawa Beach on Canada Day when I was like fucking 15 years old. And she's got this song like fucking in love. I'm so fucking in love. I'm in love. And it's like, oh God. Sometimes like people, when they put that spotlight on them and you think they're making a good move, but really it's like, oh God, you should be embarrassed. Like that's an embarrassing moment to see what she's become. I'm like, oh God, like, oh, if that's what punk is to you, you go right ahead, but like fucking in like that's the kind of energy I'm picking up where I'm just like, woof. Sit down, figure out yourself, stop like running around trying to, I don't know. There's this part of her that's coming out right now that just, it's like, it is passion in limbo. I feel like some people, they use art as a form to hit other people, to show people that there's something, when really it's like, if you're trying to prove that you're something, then you're most likely lying, because people who are authentic don't have to prove shit, right? So it's like, I don't know why she just came up, but I don't know. I don't know why she was all, oh God, such an awful energy where I'm just like, so some people, I don't understand. It's that feminism shit, that feminism junk, that hitting other people. And like, I don't know what her songs are about. I'm sorry. I really don't. I don't have anything against her. Like I said, she basically grew up in my backyard. So like, I don't have anything against her, but I just, that fucking in love, for some reason, I'm just like picking up that song. I don't even know how it goes, but like, I'm so in love. And then like the one thing that happens and then it's just like all systems down. Everything just breaks down and you're like, but I thought you were this put together person that was so in love with themselves and so, you know, like here you are falling down again. Like, why can't you just admit that that's where you are to begin with? Like, why can't people just admit where they fall and where they can get back up and try to coach themselves to be better people? And like, I don't, like I said, I need to get away from that person. Ugh, that's just gross. But like, it's that self-indulgent. It's that like, I don't know. I still don't really understand why I got her. I don't, it's that fucking in love song. It's just like, no, you're like, I don't think you are. I don't, and it just doesn't sound right when she swears. It just sounds stupid. It's like Avril Lavigne. Like, just go to bed or go do something else. Be a mom, do something. Just, I don't know. This doesn't seem like this is right for you. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe maybe that's what it is. I feel like she was never a singer. She was just an actress up on stage. Like, anytime I saw her, like I said, she was always around me as a kid. Always around me. As soon as she started somebody put a microphone in front of her face, she was always singing somewhere around me on Canada Day. And it was like, I felt like she was an actress, and like, maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's why I can't, it's passion. It's not her passion. Like, that's not what she should be doing. She should be doing something else. I think she models too, and I think she should just model, just stop. Right? Like, some people, it's like they go down the wrong road, and then they force somebody to go down that road. Like, I also know somebody who started dating a carpenter and then suddenly became a carpenter. Now she's selling furniture, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not furniture. It's not, there's no heart, there's no soul in that. It's just empty. It's just empty wood. And now she's trying to open up a store. It's like, dude, you just stole your husband's idea. Like, that's what you did. You stole she was like a career person. She helped people with her career, and then I think she worked at a psych ward or something. Now I'm a carpenter. Right away, she just stole what her husband does, and I feel like if I was her husband, I was like, yo, like, get the fuck out of my shop. Like, what are you doing in here? You just took up all my tools, all my machines, all my time, all my energy, and now, you know, maybe he can't do his carpentry because she's in there fucking around and making stupid shit that can't even sell, right? It's just like, oh, like, that's what this is. Like, I'm trying to figure out what this passion is, and it's driving me crazy. And I think that's what it is. I think that it's somebody who just is using somebody. They're using somebody, and every time something goes wrong, they go like, well, I just don't feel like I'm enough. I just don't feel like I'm enough. And it's like, that's what you do to seduce somebody. Like, by you acting like that, it's acting like you're not good enough for anybody. You know the kind of attention that gets. As soon as somebody says, oh, I'm not good enough, then you know everybody runs to them. Oh, yes, you are. You know I love you. You know that you've got fans everywhere. You know people adore you. It's like, dude, like, really, you want to drink that Kool-Aid? Like, if you want to drink the Kool-Aid, then take the call. I think that's what I'm going to call this reading. If you want to drink the Kool-Aid, then take the call. If you're done with the juice, then give it up. Okay? It's time to go cold turkey, get yourself into rehab, and get off this person's juice. Because it's not a shock to you every time they come back. And you know what? Honestly, if that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for, okay, it kind of seems like you do not want to talk to this person. You are very stable, you're secure, and when you talk to this person, they uproot you. They piss you off, and they get you in another zone, right? When you're stable and you're fine, when you're not talking to them. So if you're stable and secure and flexible and bendable when this person's not around, then you know that there's something that gets inside of you, probably through sex, some type of communication, even just like hugging, right? Talking on the phone, sending a piece of mail, anything that gets into somebody's door, gets into their life, can mess with them. And if you're not talking to this person and you know that when you do, all hell breaks loose, I would suggest just to say, I'm guessing you don't want to drink their juice. But if you want a dramatic life, okay, if you want somebody that's going to keep you on your toes, that's going to keep you fucking so in love, you know, like in that energy of like, poof, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And then when I break down, I'm going to take everybody with me. Like, just, you know, that's what you get, right? It's like, you know what you have to deal with, and you know the people better than I think you do around you, right? And if people have habits of doing stuff and you're over it, then don't take the call. Because it's not going to be a shock to you when they come around again, because they've been doing it for a while. So, yeah. I think that's it. Peace out, Pisces. I'm glad we had this talk. Look at on the bottom, coffee cup. Like, this was a talk. Like, this was a serious talk with somebody. And I feel like you're feeling better about it. Because I feel like you know that I'm a friend. I am somebody to trust. You know why I'm somebody you can trust? Because I'm trustworthy. That's why. I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal, and I definitely don't do fucking jack shit for money, like screw somebody over. I've never done it, I never will do it, and I don't plan on ever fucking conquering somebody to take their money or their privileges or their crown. No, I got better things to do. I'd rather live in my car, which I already have. So, I feel like you trust me because we're building a friendship. Because that's what my channel does. It builds a friendship. You know that you, like, people who get to know people, you know that there's somebody you can trust. Ooh, abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Bliss. Keeping a positive mindset. Savor the moment. And this was in reverse. So at the same time, I'm like, man, that conversation, just remember, if you're in a positive mindset, you want to see if somebody's full of fuckery, then pick up the phone and see what happens to you. One's got a gun. Like, I swear, somebody is going to have rhythm and somebody's going to have a gun. If it's not supposed to happen. Okay? So, peace out. It was a good talk. Have a good Sunday. And yeah, that's it. Moonshine out.